Alrighty. So when you first take control of Gaz, you're going to see several enemies. But the trick here is that you're not going to want to actually engage any of them on veteran mode unless you're just really like restarting the level. So we're going to sneak up to here.
Watcher to Bravo. How we doing, boys?
On the move, Laswell. Cartel guards in the field.
Anything that can hold a missile?
Negative.
Copy. Keep pushing. Out.
Let 'em be. They'll make trouble for us.
There we go. And now you've sniped those two guys, which I did do that a little early. You can actually wait for Price to do it, or you can just shoot them to speed things along.
Copy.
And trust me, you're going to want to speed things along at this level.
It'll give you some cover.
Copy.
As you can see, just from killing those two guys, Price will automatically speed up and head to the next section. So that's a nice little time saver, and it doesn't actually attract the attention of anyone else, because you are required to kill them in order to progress to the next part. So this main mission is actually split into 3 big sections. The first section is what we're doing right now, which is the approach to... There we go. Which is the approach to the hatchery and clearing the outside of the hatchery, clearing the inside of the hatchery, and then progressing over to the lighthouse, clearing the outside of the lighthouse, and then the inside of the lighthouse.
Copy. That's what we're here for.
Now, one of the hardest parts is actually going to come from the very end of this level, in which there is no saves, and once you reach the actual inside of the lighthouse portion, and a bunch of heavily armored enemies. So, when we complete some of these areas, what we're going to need to do is save as much tear gas, frag grenades, C4, etc., for that final section. Because as tempting as it is to make these other sections easier, you're actually just going to make that last part extremely difficult. Especially on veteran mode with all these armored enemies.
Always a long line of new recruits.
So for this next section, they're going to drop off a bunch of patrols, and we're going to need to avoid them while being crouched. Actually, I suppose that's in another section. So right now we're just going to walk. A good chunk of this first part is a lot of walking, but trust me, you will enjoy the easy portion of this.
Got movement approaching. Small patrol. Dead ahead.
Don't shoot. We're getting into position.
Patience, Sergeant. Several cartel guards can see him. They may split up. Stand by. Hide your gun, guys. Try to anticipate their paths.
So, for this...
If you have to maneuver, do it slow and steady. No quick movements.
This part can be a little tricky.
Keep your head still. It's gonna be close.
So, see. Just slowly adjust. And stop. Now, even if you see a little bit of a yellow come up, you're still generally going to be safe. See, if we had a little yellow flash, we're just not going to panic.
Hold here. Got 2 more ahead. Use thermal for visual.
I got him.
Burn him. I'll take the other.
And snipe.
Falling down on the job.
And slowly start to creep your way forward.
We're safe to move. Guys, structure ahead. No one outside.
Could be men inside.
And you stand up now. And there will not be anyone right there.
Use your heartbeat sensor. Check the building's clear.
Yep.
Clear. Nothing inside.
Roger. Let's keep moving.
Come on, Price, let's go. We got 2 really long missions to get through today.
chat.
No need to engage. You can pass by undetected.
Yes. Wait till they all move on.
No visual.
Copy. I'll watch for it.
Let's keep moving. Tree line ahead. Let's get up.
Oh, there he is. He went on the other side of the wall. At some point he's going to tell us we can just stand up and just sprint.
Trees will give us some better cover, but let's stay sharp.
There we go.
Be advised, container truck has pulled in. They may be loading it to the warehouse. Multiple armed personnel in proximity.
Copy.
And now you can choose a bunch of options. It doesn't actually matter which ones you pick.
Kyle, what's up?
They all just provide a little bit of different dialogue.
I'm here because this happened on my watch. I need to know how.
We go after known, likely, and suspected targets. This one's all free.
I'll get in a foxhole view to any day. Let's get this unfucked.
One of these missiles hit the city, people are gonna die.
Well, we're nearly there. Just past this ridge, we have a sight line to the main building.
If the missiles are here, they might be inside.
Moving along the wind turbines. Closing up.
Alright, gonna need your sniper rifle.
Good. They're coming up on the main buildings. You'll see them from the top of the hill.
The weather's on our side. Plenty of fog. Others.
Now, there is an actual achievement you can get in this level, which we're going to go ahead and get here. It's actually one of the easier ones.
Let's see who's
Bryce is going to want you to crouch. You basically have to kill everyone without triggering the
Holy
alarm.
hell, Captain. Target-rich environment.
There are civilians in here, which obviously not to shoot at, but overall, it's a fairly easy achievement to get.
It's a long way down.
And he'll tell you how far you should go.
Hold fire. Don't engage until I help us adjust for distance.
Smoked him.
Sorry.
He's down. Stay
Now
sharp.
he's
The
going
car
away.
avoids the bodies of the other patrol.
You simply
All
can.
alone. Compensate 4 notches for bullet drop.
Dumped him.
And dead.
How much cartel siren? 3.5 notches for bullet drop.
Go up. And the trick is basically don't let them find bodies and don't let them find each other.
3.5 notches.
Bullseye.
Pretty much,
Another dead knock.
this part's pretty easy. You just got to make sure you kill the guys that are prone to wander about the map. You can do them in any order you want, but when you get to a thing like this, make sure that they are aligned if you have 2 enemies to kill. Headshot to both of them.
Listen for my distance.
Sometimes you can get lucky, and Price will actually be able to shoot and kill them if you do miss just like that. Otherwise, what you're going to need to do is restart that portion. Now, thankfully, the saves are very generous in this portion of the game. They will frequently be saving. You do need to move over here a little bit, and you can follow the laser back to where you were previously aimed. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Turn. And just kind of adjust as you need to. Personally, I think it's probably easier if you cross up to here first to get to it, but that's also just me. Yeah, we'll just come over this way and do it. Head over to that section. So you have this windmill, and then there'll be this little itty-bitty house right here. Probably easier if you cross over. It'll also give us an advantage for the next part after we finish clearing out the hatchery outside. Whoops. Yeah, here it is. So it's those 2 guys are the ones you need to kill. Alright. Come on. You'll actually be notified when you can. I think we might just try it.
That's a fatality.
Nice.
Nice fucking shot. It's just him. 2.5 notches.
Finished him.
Open season on Sicarios.
And there's the next guy.
Take out 2 in 1 shot. I got the other.
Right on target.
There we go.
Done like a professional.
Just go ahead and make sure you're scanning. There's another one.
All alone.
Dropped him.
Nice shot.
So just make sure you double check, clear a full area before you move on. Don't just kind of sporadically pick your targets at random. Make sure you are kind of systematically clearing out areas. There's a section over here where there's a bunch of civilians. Do not just start opening fire.
Fuck a civilian.
There's 3 of them here.
Two others
But one of them should start to move over to that.
two with one bullet.
I think it's someone else. We'll come back to him. Here's one by himself.
On your go. 2 notches.
Okay. 2 notches.
Only him. 2 notches.
Dusted.
This
All right.
is over. Take one. I'll dump the other. 2 notches.
There's that.
Got him.
Clean shots. Dump him. He's mate of mine. 2 notches.
And hit.
Done.
Always hit the one standing up, and not the one lying down under the car fixing it. Alright, do a quick sweep. I think we're starting to clear everything out. See, here's buddies left.
Just him. 2.5 notches.
Cartel kicking the bucket.
Dump. And
Shoot him.
the other one.
Got his friend.
And dump.
Good
Durnap.
shit.
And those should all be civilians.
We're clear. Time to head down and find a way inside.
Alrighty.
I'll cover you from here.
So. And then you'll have some more dialogue.
You go, sir. I'll cover you.
Appreciate the offer, Gaz, but let me be clear. Move your ass, Sergeant.
Roger. Copy and check, sir.
Hold up. Gaz, you've got vehicles heading
So.
your way from the rear of the building.
He's going to have a bunch of vehicles coming our way. And he's going to want us to basically stop and do something similar to what we did at the beginning of the level.
Use the glass to stay contained.
However, we don't actually have to do that.
Lay in the grass and hide your weapon.
If you're quick enough. See, checkpoint read.
There are exits in the vehicles.
Wait.
You can avoid them if you still.
Slowly start to make your way across the street.
Get one.
We're headed over to this building right there in the hatchery.
They're wearing armor. Aim for the head if you engage.
I highly recommend you don't engage. Especially on veteran mode. So we're just going to keep on creeping. Now this grass is actually not high enough to hide you. So you see those people over there. We're going to start crouching. Oops. Slowly make our way back this way. Oh, and they saw us. So go ahead and restart.
Hide your weapon. There are exits in the vehicles. You can avoid them if you still. If you're looking for a gunfight, you'll get one. They're wearing armor. Aim for the head if you engage.
Alright, so we're just going to go hide off in the bushes then. While we wait. And now we wait. Those guys are headed over there, but there's also those other guys coming from behind us. So just be careful. Careful not to move forward too much because there isn't any real protection for you here. And if you use rocks as cover, they'd be forced to go around it, which can be very helpful. So if you just creep your way over here. Alright. So the first time we got caught, we probably just got sent in a bad section. So, just again, be careful. They're headed over that way without looking. And sprint as fast as humanly possible. Alright. Part 1 is successfully completed. We're going to enter the hatchery. Through the gate.
Through the gate.
And now,
Find a way inside. We
we have supplies warehouse building here. And the other one on the other side. So, this is where they're going to suggest that you come up here and toss some tear gas in. What this is going to do is it's going to make them open the garage doors right there, where Price, who is... where did he go? Still over here? Where Price is going to have a clear shot to take out the people. And while this is extremely useful, you also have limited number of tear gas, and you can't get replacements for them. So, here's what I'm going to recommend you do instead. Kill him.
Pot on the roof, cover me.
Ooh, and just like that, you got to be careful. So, if you aren't careful, they will be able to instantly know your exact location, no matter what. Fortunately, we're going to get a gun that's going to help us with this
Pot on the roof, cover me.
in a second. But first, the trick is just to cover a very small section. Circle around the roof when possible. Do not hesitate to use multiple bullets to make sure that they are dead. Nothing is worse than thinking you've killed someone only to have them clutch at their head like they've just accidentally got hit with a bee, and then immediately get around and just shoot you. So just be careful. You see movement. Make sure you clear it. There are several windows, so use that to your advantage. As you can see, there's a guy right here. Yep, and he saw us. And so, with each of these buildings, for the second part, you are actually able to, once you clear a building, you won't have to re-clear it. Now, for the third part, it's a little different. But for right now, it's relatively easy. Or easier. When you see he's alerted, go to last checkpoint. Although they will know your location, the achievement is to get with this is not to let people see where you are during the big segments, right? So, you know, even if they shoot at you, that's generally fine. But just to be safe, I haven't fully figured out a way to test it to make sure that it's not going to disqualify you from getting that achievement. But it's better safe than sorry, right? So, just be extra careful, as all the enemies in here can basically instant kill you. So see him? When you find him, see how he's just kind of clutching at his heart? Make sure you finish him off. Oop, there we go.
Those skylights will give you the upper hand.
Pot on the roof, cover me. Sky's falling.
The other thing you can do, pull up your heartbeat sensor, and you can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people I can count. So you got 7 people left. And just be careful, because even if you can't see them, they can see you. The glass also makes it extremely difficult to see. And anytime you start to get injured like that, just stop. Stop shooting. Stop being up and about near the windows. Just lay down. Wait till it goes away, and you're safe again. Now, like I said, enemies in here can kill you very quickly. They also generally know your exact location at all times. Like, they have a final destination sense of awareness, especially on veteran mode. So just be cautious as you move about. So see, we saw one guy there. Oh, but we lost him. Let's check back down here. Generally, they'll stay in their general areas. But a couple of times... Also, the heartbeat sensor, I would also like to add, is not necessarily the most accurate. Sometimes it reveals extra people who are not actually there.
Death from above.
So, see, we went from 4 to 2 now. So, who knows how accurate this stuff is. See, but... And, okay, now we're back at 3. Alright, and so even though Price can't help us with this section, you definitely want to save as much stuff as possible. Alright, there's still at least like one guy left. Otherwise, you will actually get a notification saying that it is cleared and that it's safe to proceed. I can hear him. Oh. Right, and so see how... Even though we couldn't see him, he knew our exact location, which is why it's important to stay very much covered. Because they have perfect aim. Now there should be, what, 2 left? Yep. Now, it's possible that they're inside of that area. But we still don't want to drop down just yet. Oh.
The heartbeat sensors.
Look at that.
Use it to check for life in the building.
You can see his little gun sticking through the wall. See how... Oh. Alright, might just toss a frag grenade down to say hello.
Guy's falling, fucker.
Alright. So, it is okay. It's not like you have to... You're not allowed to use any of it. You actually do get more frag grenades. Alright, there's one left. Fortunately, there are no skylights over here. So just be very careful. Very similar to the last guy. We're going to try and bait him out. It looks like he is, in fact, under there. He's not going to fall for it. Alright, let's skip to whenever we finally get him out. Yeah. Oh, he's still under there with his buddy.
Heads up, asshole.
Oh, still one more left. Gosh darn it. This thing is so inaccurate.
Warehouse is clear.
Okay. So when you finally hear that beautiful, beautiful word,
Check it and inspect the warehouse for any
you can drop down.
missiles. Shoot it down.
Okay, I don't know what that is. Sometimes that's a bug that just kind of happens. But good news is you shouldn't have to worry about that. So, go ahead and open up these doors. And congratulations, you've completed the first part of a very hard mission.
Moving in from the other
If those
building.
missiles are here, we need
Appears
to
there's
find
5
Alright.
of them.
So,
Suggest you
now
use
let's keep
heartbeat
going.
sensor and taking headshots with your
The reason we pick up this gun is because it's got grenades attached to it. Which are very handy to have. Next up, we're going to come out here. And just kind of make our way down this way. Sit down, take out our sniper. Just be careful. And there's one.
Drop the other. One down.
Come on. You guys gonna load in? Okay, there we go. We got 2 other guys here.
Burn him. Take the other. That's 2. 3 gone.
That should be 1, 2 left.
It's only him.
And there we go. Oh, wait, nope, sorry, there's 1 more. I lied. Hello? Is it back over the other way? Oh my gosh, hang on. There we go. Alrighty.
Biz, you can do math, sir.
You getting cheeky, I am.
Nah, it's taking the piss, Captain.
Got to laugh while we still can.
Alright.
Stay on point, boys.
Yes, Mom?
Don't mum me. Remember, I can still outrun you.
Area clear of cartel. All dead from rapid onset of holes in the head.
I want to know if it's clear of missiles. Check the next building.
Alright.
Same drill, guys. You can breach in, use the skylights, or deploy tear gas into the ventilation and watch them run for it.
I want to know if it's clear of missiles. Check the next building.
Hot on the roof, cover me. This guy's falling, fucker.
There we go.
Death from above.
Like I said, always make sure they're dead. Take a look. Alright, so it looks like a large number of them are concentrated around over here.
Roof's leaking.
Oh, I see some feet. Alright, looks like there's 2 guys left.
Heads up, asshole.
I know I just saw your buddy somewhere. Come on, where'd you go?
Death from
Right over your
above.
buddy. You guys really like that spot, huh? And there's one more somewhere. There you guys go.
This guy's falling, fucker.
So glad all 4 of you decided to die right there. That actually makes my job much easier. Alright, they haven't given us the all clear yet, even though our radar's not picking up anyone. Okay, yep, see, it just blinked on. Wonder if he's in the spot. I can't even tell anymore at this point. There's... Oh! Oh, be careful. Be very careful. Just...
Building, Sergeant.
No kidding. And just relax. Quit your screeching. And checkpoint
Hatchery
reached.
building's clear.
Drop in.
No containers big enough for a missile.
Not sure if that's good news or bad news.
Poke around and see
Come
what
over
else
here.
you can find.
And read the map.
Found something.
What is it?
A rendering with schematics. More to this place than we thought. There's tunnels under the lighthouse.
Well, let's circle up and head for the lighthouse then. Meet me outside.
Alright, price should be right up
Copy
here.
that.
Literally materializing.
On me.
Guys, let's push.
And now we're approaching the end of part 2.
Real quick. We don't belong here in the first place. If we did, there'd be more of us.
Good call, Kate. Well, let's assume cartels alerted all guns in the AO. Expect heavy resistance ahead. You know, with the mist and these gillies, they'll never see us coming.
And yet somehow they will always know your exact
This is your jab,
location.
Captain.
Bravo to Watcher. We have a visual on the base of the lighthouse. Variable zoom comes in handy at this long distance. They're wearing armor.
That's a fatality. Smoked him.
Open season on Sicarios. Stay sharp.
Clean hit.
Nice shot.
Dumped him.
So just be very careful. Make sure you're doing what I'm doing. Being
Stay sharp.
super careful to just eliminate all the guys around and near.
On your go. 2 notches.
And because they are armored enemies, you will have to make sure you hit their heads.
He's all alone. 2.5 notches.
Dusted.
Los Alamos cartels are in.
Get up, move around.
Take those 2 out with 1 bullet. I got a friend. 2.5 notches.
There we go. Ooh,
Seriously, Carl, have you had your eyes checked recently? It's just him. Dump him. He's mate of mine. It's only him. 2.5 notches.
Bullseye.
Nice one. Take 1. I'll dump the other.
Right
there
on
we go.
target.
We still got it.
Alright. I think we've killed all of them except for these guys.
2 others got sight on him. Shift your position to take out 2 with 1 bullet.
Alright, so we're going to get up and run all the way over this way. Alright. Where'd he go? We're going to need to move over still. Guys, for real? Alright, let's try back this way.
I'm lined up.
1.5 notches. Aim for the head.
And see that achievement just popped? Nobody was there?
Got movement on
There you go. Alrighty. Part 2 is almost over. The very last thing we have to do is evade these enemies. Fortunately for us, this will be the last time we have to do this. Checkpoint reached. Alright, so what you want to do is, as soon as you know it's safe, just sprint as fast as possible. And you're going to run all the way over this way. You're going to see them in their little groups. Keep running. You see it start to notice you. Just crouch back down.
These guys aren't cartel.
That's what you copy in this.
Affirm. Gatsby speak in Arabic?
The answer is yes.
Check.
AQ, those are Hassan's men. We found the right address.
Now, as of right now, it looks like we're floating off on the side. Don't know what that's about. Just make our way down here. As quick as we can. Keep going, keep going. And congratulations. You've officially made it over to part 3. Try to pick up as much of their ammo as we want. Alright. Jump here. And get up on the roof. Alright. Now, what you want to do is crouch down here. Alright, so before you actually do that...
He's inside 3 others. Don't make it yourself.
Alright. Alright, that's Captain Price. Don't snipe him. Come here. Now that they're taken care of.
Copy,
Oops.
I'm set.
Actually, let's double check. Make sure they are all dead. Okay. I think they are. So, come here. Take our tear gas. And pop it in.
Hot on the roof. Cover me.
Nope, we're still missing a guy.
Shoot it down. You're clear, guys. Good shot, Sergeant.
Thanks, sir.
He's down.
If Hassan's got soldiers here, then something's going down.
Be careful not to be peeking out.
There's several outbuildings around the lighthouse. Get up there and check them.
Hit one. Shoot it down.
There we go. And now he should just take care of the other ones for us. Oh. Fun fact, that's exactly why we have the, this one. Ooh. He almost got us. Alright. There should be all of them. Nope, there's one more.
He's down.
Yep, checkpoint
Garrett's
reached.
clear.
Search it.
And now we can drop in. And
I've got
search.
something. Cases and crates. All Russian.
What's in them?
They're empty. Recently unpacked.
Russia's aligned with Iran.
They may be helping Hassan directly.
This is getting bigger, John.
Buildings across the way are still locked down. Let's clear them and find the entrance to those tunnels.
Rog, on it.
Alright, so we did actually get a safe back there. So, sometimes, and this is unfortunately happens more times than you would prefer, the game will bug out, and you will not get a save after you clear that building. If you check, and you see that you do not get a checkpoint, you need to restart from the last checkpoint. Otherwise, what's going to happen is you will get no saves until the end of the level. Just, that's it. No more saves. So, because that makes the game 20 times harder, I highly recommend you don't do that.
Sergeant, several cartel guards can see. They may split up. Stand by.
That's just fun to
Hot
do.
on the roof. Cover me.
Alright. So, got rid of a good number of them. We got rid of him. And usually what'll happen is, if you don't take out the guys over there, when you're over clearing that first building,
Clear those buildings.
When you get over to this part, they'll just start sniping you, and they have a much better line of sight on you here than they did the last one. Well, I guess none of their friends are coming over to help. So here's what we're going to do. There we go.
Leaking.
Ooh. We got away just in time. And so the real name of the game here is just patience. Be very patient.
Dead from above.
Another glitch that can occur is when you have this gun, sometimes the grenades will just not explode. You will just be launching literally dead ammo shells. So that's something else to keep in mind. Now let's check to make sure this whole area is cleared. Alright.
The heartbeat sensor, Sergeant. Use it to check for life in the building.
Alright. I also highly recommend you not accidentally fall inside.
Use your heartbeat sensor. Check if the building's clear.
So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to come over here. Come right over to the open vent. And we're going to toss, you guessed it, some more tear gas in. You're going to want to crouch down. They're going to open the shutters, as you've heard.
Clear those buildings, Sergeant.
And now they should be open to the sniping. Ooh. Be careful, because as you can see, they will just instantly know your location.
The heartbeat sensor, Sergeant. Use it to check for life in the building.
And again, just be careful, because sometimes they will just kind of hang out. Just be careful.
Clear those buildings, Sergeant. Use your heartbeat sensor. Check if the building's clear. Clear those buildings, Sergeant.
There we go.
Heads up, asshole.
Interesting.
The heartbeat sensor, Sergeant.
See how it makes that sound and just nothing's blowing up? That's how you know it's bugged. Ooh. Whoa.
Clear those buildings, Sergeant.
Sky's falling, fucker. Interior clear.
Ooh, we got a checkpoint.
Smuggler's paradise in here.
Alrighty.
There.
Enemy KIA, and enough parcels of God knows what. Definitely drug related.
And so you're going to want to come to the washing machine as soon as it's cleared.
Negative. Looks like they're living quarters as well.
Hold there, guys. I'm coming to you. We need to find an entrance to those tunnels.
And if you would like some more ammo, or the explosives or otherwise, you can just come over here and reload. And then when you're ready, you'll just go back over here and pull apart this washing machine
Found something there, Captain.
or dryer.
I'll push you, Paul.
All right, and see how we got another checkpoint right there? Yeah, so there's a glitch that will just literally occur where you will get 0 saves no matter what happens.
Jackpot.
You will also, there's that bug where you will get people notifying you even when you're nowhere nearby.
Stay on mission.
On me.
So, when you're ready, go ahead and descend.
Cartels
And
love
keep
their
moving.
tunnels.
I wish I could say the same.
Get out your sniper rifle.
Beauty, Captain. Bloody extensive.
Yeah, must lead out to the water. Kate, I'm in the tunnels heading towards the coastline. You okay?
Boats are still closing, no trouble yet.
Oh, I don't like this, Kate.
Comes with the territory, John.
You shouldn't be out there alone.
I'm not alone. I'm armed and dangerous, Captain. Out.
Alright, so as soon as you get to here, you're going to want to literally drop down as fast as humanly possible. And remember, if you can see them, they can shoot at you. So we're going to use Price as a kind of a guide point to see where they are. So we got the 3 guys right there. And the 4th guy is going to be actually on the docks over this way. And back up. It says checkpoint reached, so hopefully that means then that... Yep, there we go.
All clear.
End of the line. Hey,
Pull out your sniper rifle.
Submarine.
Fucking hell.
Cartels use
And
it for
scope out.
transport.
And so there's Laswell.
Enough for a missile.
Barely.
And there's going to be a couple of boats that are going to approach, and they're going to try and kidnap her. Well,
We're in a cave
and they're going to
off the
succeed.
coast. No
But what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to just kind of shoot at a couple of the guys. But it's not really possible to kill all of them. Your main goal is just to make sure you don't shoot her until you wait out the time.
Get your gun up towards the ocean.
What is it?
Boats are closing in, looks like HQ. They have weapons. Contact! Engaging!
Kate!
So I believe the first boat is going to be over here. Yep.
Fuck! They're boarded. Kate! Kate!
So like I said,
Fuck, I can't see what's happening.
They have a hammer in.
you can kill a couple of them, but it's basically not possible.
Ant or me. Einer mal nicht das Lange.
See? So,
Get your fucking hands off of me!
Laswell! Laswell! She's on the AQ boat. They're taking her.
They got her, Captain. They took Laswell.
Well, let's get off the X and talk to Shep.
alrighty. So now we're about to enter the cutscene, and congratulations, you finished the hardest mission in the game. Alrighty, everyone. So before we go ahead and jump into the veteran mode version of Violence and Timing, I just want to give a brief rundown for how to get this achievement called I'm Keeping This One. Now this achievement is pretty easy to get. All you have to do is basically, once you get to the part where you recontrol gas and you fall out of a helicopter, you're going to get onto a vehicle and keep it. And you're not going to get out of that vehicle no matter what. So, with that being said, basically some tips I have for doing it is, one, to put it on recruit mode. Recruit mode is the easiest Call of Duty mode in the game as of right now. And that means that so that the enemies are a lot less accurate with their shots, and when they do hit you, they will do a lot less damage. Now, that's not to say you don't need to be careful, but it is to say that you will not be jumping vehicles nearly as often as you will be in veteran mode. Second, anytime you get to a checkpoint, if you're not satisfied with the total health level of your vehicle, just go ahead and restart it, because you need as much health as possible in order to keep going through, especially for the last part. Other things I can recommend doing is trying to stick as far away from the vehicles as possible to make their aim even more inaccurate. And anytime you think you see someone sticking out, unless you hover over it and you see it's an ally vehicle, just start shooting at it, no matter how far away it is. Like I said, the whole point of this, achievement is that you want to save as much health as possible for the very last checkpoint. Alrighty, and there we go. You still have at least over half your health left, and this is really useful because now you can just basically cruise your way over to the last part of this level.
Get in, let's go.
And there we go. The achievement pops.
Grenade launcher.
So I hope that helps everyone, and we'll go ahead and I'll see you guys in the veteran mode version of it for the other achievement. Alright everyone, so we're going to go ahead and continue on with violence and timing. Now I probably will already cut this into the beginning part of this segment, but there are two achievements you can get in this level. The first one requires you to keep the same vehicle you've had for the whole time, and I recommend you play that on a different difficulty mode than just veteran. But for veteran, when we get to that part, we need to get into 5 different vehicles to ride it all the way to the very end. So, there are the civilian van, civilian car, the armored truck, which is like the first one we get, and then an ATV vehicle. And then as well as a long bed truck as well. So, with all that being said, for this first part, there's not a whole lot to do. You're pretty much just going to be mowing down Alcatel leaders and their vehicles, trying not to kill the friendlies, which are very, very hard to avoid shooting at, because they're just kind of all over the place. And pretty much just survive until you get over to... Ooh, see? And duck out of the way. There we go. Killed him. And keep turning. There we go. Anytime you run out of ammo, just come here, grab some more. Just go back in. Keep going. And there we go. Alright. So, once we get to one of the trucks up ahead, it's going to have 3 guys with a rocket launcher. And it doesn't matter. Your main goal is to avoid their bullets, because you're not going to be able to kill them. It's a scripted event that's going to happen right here. See? And there we go. Now we get to one of the coolest cinematic scenes in the game. Or I guess play scenes, actually. All we have is a little pistol. Shoot as best as you can. And the main thing is here is just to try and avoid getting shot at. Because everything will do a ton of damage to you. So a lot of them have explosive barrels. And your main goal is just to basically survive. He's gonna launch a rocket. And there's a guy over here with a barrel full in his truck. You're gonna want to shoot that barrel as best you can. There we go. And now that truck right there is going to be where we're going to drop onto. And it is going to be the first vehicle type. Shoot at this guy so he's less annoying. And you're going to get pulled over and you're going to get cut free. Alright. So when you drop down, make your way to the front as fast as possible. We're going to take this as our first vehicle. Next, we're going to come over here. Hop on top. And we're going to hijack this. Alright. Next, you see this civilian car. Bring it to a stop. Run as fast as possible. Drive inside. And turn. So that's 3. That's a civilian car. We need a civilian van, which we can find up ahead probably, as well as some of their other beds. So see, here we go. Here's a civilian van. Get in. And keep going as fast as possible. Alright, so next up we just need one of those ones with an open bed that we can hijack. And it should pop the achievement for us. Yep. So it should be this one right here. And there it goes. Test drive. Ooh. So the other thing to keep in mind, when your head is sticking out, the same rules apply that the normal AI shooting rules apply to, which is they can instantly headshot you basically without worrying about aiming. But when you're inside your vehicle, you are protected for a limited time by the armor on the vehicle. So each vehicle has a different type of armor status, with military-grade vehicles being obviously a lot stronger than just civilian trucks. However, civilian trucks are also a little bit faster. But for veteran mode, I recommend you stick with a vehicle that is actually armored. And obviously, now that we've finished getting the test drive achievement, you can obviously hop in any vehicle you want. Oop, see, yep, and that's how quickly he killed us. Alright. Alright, see how we start getting shot at? We're just going to duck back inside. Come up here. Get onto the top of the vehicle. And hijack. And while you're hijacking a vehicle, you are able to keep control of it. Ooh. Careful. Okay, we're getting stuck. Hang on, let's try and get out from between them. And there we go. Also, ducking back into your car will automatically reload your weapon. So we're at 28, duck back in, come back out, and we're at 30. So it's always faster just to hop back in and out of your vehicle instead of reloading while you're hanging out and exposed. And keep it driving. Pretty soon we should approach the hardish part of this level. Still not nearly as hard as Recon by fire, but still fairly difficult. Alright. So as soon as the texture decides to load into the game, we're going to come this way. See that? And get back inside, and just keep going. Get us through as fast as possible. And now, we're going to shoot at these guys. Now then, at about half health, I recommend you probably should find a new vehicle. However, it can be a little tricky to get a hold of one. So just wait till we get past here. And we'll go take this truck in front of us.
What the hell's this?
AQ is deploying mines on the highway.
These are civilians, Nick.
AQ will burn for this.
And hijack.
Mines ahead, Sergeant.
And we're going to want all the extra armor you can get for this next section. So they're going to be dropping landmines onto the ground. And basically, you're not going to be able to shoot or kill at the vehicle until you get close enough, so you just kind of have to avoid it. bunch of other cars are going to be crashing into it. And your basic goal is to also avoid them. And like I said, if your head is sticking out the window when a mine gets blown up, either by you or by someone else, it will do a lot of damage. So, there's these guys, which you're going to have to get out to kill. And so see how we managed to duck back inside? If we hadn't, it would have been a lot worse. The other reason why you don't want to complete that other achievement on veteran mode is because this section almost guarantees you that you're going to need to swap vehicles a couple of times.
Mines are done.
And there we go. Now, you can steal that vehicle if you'd like, but really there's no point. It functions the exact same as all these, and you do not get to put out mines yourself. So in the meantime, just keep on heading up. And eventually Price is going to come alongside of us, and we're going to need to jump into his vehicle.
All stations, what's your status?
Ah, here we go.
Check fire, Sergeant. I'm in a cargo truck on your 6 about to pass.
Just past the roadblock.
Go!
Captain!
So we're going to get up right next to him,
Hop in,
climb up to the
Sergeant.
roof,
Let's go.
and hop
See you
in.
in one piece. Take the grenade launcher.
Take grenade launcher.
Sweet here, Captain. What's the word?
We're getting close to Lazarus and are changing tactics.
How so?
We were chasing them. Now they're gonna chase us.
Let them try, sir. Let them bloody try.
Check rear. It's Farah.
Gang's all here. Let's bring this home.
Captain, Al-Qatala's coming back this way. They'll try to box us in.
Not if we can help it. Here they come! Fire! Watch it!
Let's hit with the launcher.
Got me! I'm on it!
Direct hit. Good round.
Oop, and get down.
LMG on the right.
There we go.
Nice work.
Captain, the convoy is diverting left.
They're taking the shortcut to the border.
Copy, Nick. Stay on them.
Watch your back.
Dust off. Farah, stay close.
One with you.
Anytime you see yourself starting to lose health, just drop back down. It's not the end of the world. They can handle it themselves. So you heal back, stand up, and start shooting.
Clear in the back.
There we go.
Nick, do you have a visual on Lazarus' vehicle?
Affirmative, Captain.
Checkpoint
But
reached.
there is a lot of Al-Qatala between you.
Leave that to us.
Just don't lose her, Nick.
Next thing you're going to want, you're definitely going to want an LMG,
Use soldiers will guard Laswell. We're getting close.
because there was going to be a lot
Guys, secure
A
vehicle.
lot
We'll hit them from
of
every
armored
angle we can.
enemies. So also, if you have any more grenade bullets left, this is the perfect time to save them. It's just in case you can. Unfortunately, you can't just regenerate bullet ammo from that.
Take another vehicle,
only for
guys.
your
We
normal
need to
gun.
Spread out.
Interesting. And hijack, and keep driving. Alrighty. We're nearing the end of the level, which seems like it's gone on for a little longer than it probably should, but what do I know? Keep going. And they're going to eventually deploy a really tough enemy vehicle. Ooh, hello. Or we're just going to start getting sniped immediately. And keep on going. Whoa, what the heck? A little buggy, but okay. Checkpoint reached. So, in a second, yep, there we go. We're going to reach a checkpoint, and now the next part of this level is going to begin. You're going to need to basically shoot out this guy before he locks onto you. And the trick is just never to let him fully catch onto you. There we go.
All stations, AQ is deploying bomb drones ahead. Solid copy, Nick.
How did AQ get bomb drones?
Major Hassan, يا جنود انتبهوا النابل بالسما.
So you're going to want to blow up those as well. Otherwise, they will be extremely annoying.
Yes, the drone pilot is in the rear of the truck. Take him out.
There we go.
Got the drone pilot.
Ooh. I'm going to take a new vehicle then in a second, if you don't mind. Let me just go up the side. What the heck? Oh.
Copy that.
Alright, hijack a new vehicle. And get ready for, I guess, a kind of boss battle. So, yep, there it is. You're going to want to make sure you avoid line of sight at all times with this thing until you can get on ahead. This thing has mounted cannons, drops bombs out the back, and overall is just not fun to deal with.
Moving, guys. Don't get caught in fire.
Now, especially on veteran mode, you just don't want to get hit with it. Fortunately, once the laser locks on, it's stuck in place. So it's kind of easy to avoid. You just kind of stay off to the side. Once it starts, you just turn, keep going, and your goal is to get as close to it as humanly possible.
Okay, get ready. Now, hold the APC.
Go upstairs,
Find the charge and get out of there.
say hello, plant a bomb on him, and send him down to say hello to his friends.
Charge is set.
On the left. Jump across.
And jump in. There we go.
Copy that.
And as you can see, we still have our grenade launcher,
With the helo.
which is going to be a surprise tool that's going to help us actually coming up pretty close. The convoy is about to stop right now.
Fire! That's where the Nikolai.
Throwing Molotov.
Not gonna be this time, sir. Alright, just kind of relax. Get high. Ooh. Alrighty. And there we go. Mission complete. In the meantime, everyone, thanks so much for watching. In the next episode, we're going to take on El Sin Nombre and Dark Water. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.